Bueno, pues parece que sí latinamos con el tiempo. Ya vamos a empezar a cuidarlas porque ya parece que ya entraron en lo que dice labor, no sé qué es eso en español, pero pues bueno, ya tengo dos chivas que ya las estamos vigilando, ya las separamos de las demás y yo creo que ya en la próxima 24 horas ya sale la cría. Bueno, espero les guste este video, vamos a hacer algo rápido nomás para sacar esto, ¿verdad? Lo vamos aprendiendo, estamos nerviosos, pero ya estamos bien preparados.
Alright guys, so up first we had Hazel. She was our first stoling that ever had babies on our farm, and so thankfully we weren't worried. We were checking in on her every 30 minutes, and then all of a sudden, bam, we came out and she had already delivered her first stoling. She had almost, entirely cleaned her up. We went in and cleaned up a little bit. There is a lot of fluids when working with stolings, with kids, with goats. I'm sure any animal that's, pretty large animal, there's going to be a lot of fluids, so it's something that you really have to be careful with. If you are grossed out by that, make sure you get some help, because it is a lot of work and it is stressful, especially for any first timer. Very attentive. The little one really just wanted to eat, wasn't letting mom have the second baby. I did have to go in and help her. She was really close to the fence area there, so at one point I did decide, you know what, let's just bring her up. Luckily she didn't struggle at all. She was really just like, hey, where's my baby? Really wanted to start taking care of it. You can see it back in the back there. I do help, clean them off. We do have something that we take all the mucus out, and then before we knew it, we had 3. Literally that same day, Millie. Millie was a first-time freshener, or is a first-time freshener, and boy, let me tell you, this is when we knew we were going to start to have issues. So at first, everything seemed normal, everything was going okay. She was just sitting down, getting up, sitting down, getting up, and then when she first started pushing, that's when we knew we had to jump in and help. As you can just see by the lighting here, it took hours before she started even really pushing. We know she's about ready, or when the kid enters the canal, because they sometimes let out this loud and before we knew it, we had not just had 1 but 2. Daisy, Daisy, Daisy. Well, she was our smallest stoling, and the third one to give birth. We were super afraid on this one, just given her size. She is wider, but she did struggle quite a bit. The first signs that we saw, and what really worried us, was we started seeing blood. All the other ones in that first phase where all that mucus starts coming out, this one was a little red. It had some red dye in it, and so immediately I started, searching online. What could that be? What could cause that? And everything Google was saying was that she could have had aborted early, that the kid could be stillborn. So we were really, really, really afraid on this one, to the point where I had to call a local farmer and just get some opinion on this goat, whether or not we had to, intervene. Luckily, the first one was the one that she struggled the most. The second one, she didn't even give a bleep. So really, really fortunate with her, and really, really happy. I think that her width really allowed her to ease through that second birth. They say once that first kid comes out, any that follow, it's a lot easier, and that was the case here with Daisy.
So not everything's rainbows and butterflies. We did encounter some issues. One of Millie's kids started acting a little strange. We realized that, I think it was the second night, he just started freezing in place, and it was just a little strange. We had gone to an event, and when we came back, he was just separated from mom and the other kid, and he was just acting a little strange. So a major thank you to our friends over at Weedham and Reap. If you're not subscribed to their channel, definitely do. They were the ones that really inspired us to own goats and start this journey. And you know, we're just first timers, and we just started YouTube and we started everything, and we reached out, and sure enough, they responded right away and were there just guiding us through the process when we noticed that the kid wasn't doing so well. They recommended a couple things. Obviously, when something goes wrong, your headspace is not always there, so it's always helpful to hear from someone who has the knowledge, has the experience, and so we just want to give you major thanks to them. Soon we'll be taking their course that they offer online, and we'll leave those details in the description below, so that way you guys, if you're interested in, can definitely, you know, hop on and take that course as well. So again, major thank you to them in that. But major update. He's alive and doing well. All right, so who do we have? So we started off, and I'm just going to show you guys one by one in the order that they were born, and that way you guys get to see all the little ones that we currently have out here. All right, so this little loud one was the very first one that was born out. She lets me talk. We'll talk about her. This little girl was the first one born on the farm. She's currently our only girl out of all 7 that was born. I don't know the color on her. She's tri-colored, I would say. If you guys have a little more information on that, just let us know. But we know when Poe's the dad, because he likes to give out this nice little pattern on the ears. Alright, the second one to be born was this little guy. He has a light hint of brown. Definitely looks like his auntie. But he has really, really nice eyes. The only one that has that color eye. Pretty big boy. He feels very heavy, but he was the second one born on the farm. Alright, so the third one born was this little guy. Really nice color. They're all really healthy babies. Hazel's a really good mom. As soon as they were born, she attended to them. So this little guy is the third one born. Alright guys, so this is number 4 that was born. This is the one that we were talking about a little earlier that gave us a lot of trouble. He's doing a lot better. He's very calm. I think the fact that we brought him in just for a day calmed him down a little bit, because he's really just not afraid of us whatsoever. So this is number 4. Number 5 is this little guy. Very nice color. Love the pattern. Like I said, every time it's a Poe kid, always happens on the ears. I don't know what it is. I don't even know if it's a genetic thing, but we love that little pattern on the ears. This little guy was number 5 to be born. And he's a really big boy. Alright guys, so number 6 born was this little cutie. He was born out of our doe, Daisy, first time freshener. We think, again, look at the ears, can't deny it's one of Poe's babies. But he's a nice looking little fella. To be quite honest with you guys, I did think he was stillborn. We had some issues with Daisy, because when she was having baby, we did notice a little bit of blood. When we looked it up, Google did tell us that it could have been a miscarriage, or that she had a stillborn child, and so we were really, really nervous about this one. It was super late, and so we also want to thank some friends close by that we were able to just, you know, get in touch with, and they were more than willing to come down and help us out through that process. Really, really, really scared with Daisy, but when he came out, we knew she was just going to do just fine, and then we move on to number 7, who was born with no problems. Alright, so far, last to be born on the farm is this little guy. Once again, Poe's little ears. He has a really nice color to him. When he was first born, I thought he was just black and white. As the time has come by, he's lightened up quite a bit. I'm not too sure what color this is, but this is number 7 so far. So we have 7 little ones in total. Alright, so we're still waiting on 2 little mamas. we have Shadow and we have Gia. So not too sure when these two are going to be due, but these are two does that we're still waiting on. I'm pretty sure Shadow's pregnant. Gia is one that I am questioning, just because the other day our buck did get out. He did try to go after her, but she was not interested, and so we'll just have to wait and see.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll leave you with this little playtime.